What's good, everybody? It's your boy Black Husband Gaming. We back with another post commentary. I haven't done this in a while, but I feel like after definitely playing this game for going on 3 weeks, man, I was able to definitely get the game early. Blessings on top of blessings, you know what I'm saying? So, I spent the hundo on the Madden 23 because I hated 22. I had to get up out of there. I had to get away from the escape artist. I had to get away from that scheme. But yeah, we bring in something different. We bring you to the black experience. Hopefully, you enjoy the tunes, you enjoy the vibes. This is gonna be an interesting game. I think this is gonna be one of the more interesting games to just kind of show overall what are the quirks and the issues kind of with Madden 23. Overall, what I can tell you is Madden 23 is an amazing game, right? I'm not going to take it away from EA. I appreciate what EA has definitely presented and put together as a product. However, there are some flaws within the game, and you just got to understand it and you just learn from it. And overall, we just try to make it better, right? So is this a better product than 22? 100%. I would go with this all day over 22. You know what I'm saying? But what we're gonna do is definitely get back into this gameplay. It's something, like I said, you're gonna see a little bit of everything, man. Does DDA still exist in the game? You let me know. Comment, subscribe, like the video, but definitely comment if you believe DDA still exists. Also, man, I'm looking to get out of the Sony streets. I've been banned. So, I'm waiting to be, let free. You know what I'm saying? Free YSL, man. I understand what it is. Free Gunna, free Thug. But nah, man, we play against, we in these MUT streets. We're never playing regs. Don't ever expect to see regs on my channel ever again. 22 is the last time I would ever touch a reg street. All right. So, we played a little bit of loop-de-loop. Then we went zone here, and this is crazy to me. Parham, which is I think one of the more overrated tight ends in the game, who's 6'8", just outruns everybody. Mind you, he's 85 speed. It is what it is. He has Aaron Rodgers. Cool. Everybody's over Aaron Rodgers. Everybody think Aaron Rodgers doing what he needs to do. I could care less, man. So at this point, you can see me just being like, you know what, man? This game is a defensive game at the end of the day. So the first score, to me, the first drive, that's cool that you got the tug. That's not an issue. I'm not gonna sweat that situation. What I'm just looking for is just kind of looking at tendencies and I just seeing what he like to do. And hopefully EA and can gel with me and be like, hey man, hey that man Black, hey we gonna give him some interceptions. We're gonna give him some easy routes out here. But as you can see, man, we just get straight into that kickoff. What I'm trying to do is just pretty much establish the first play. I like to try to establish the run. On this situation, I'm doing single back, bunch, tight end, and just trying to see if I can get me a streak on this play. Unfortunately, I do not. I get sacked immediately. That's one of the biggest things in this game, unfortunately, is that I just feel like the detection of your line versus who's blitzing is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Here we get a nice little quick streak. My Parham, does he outrun everyone? No, of course not. Of course not. Why would my tight end outrun everyone just like his tight end did? But it's okay. You know what? I'm saying, hey man, I think we're gonna get a score here. We try to do a little sweep, doesn't work. Little fake jet sweep. It's cool, doesn't work. At this point, I'm just trying to see what he likes to run. It looks like he's running the loop defense. The loop defense to me is 50-50. I run the loop defense, but I'm not always looping due to the fact that it just provides you a good opportunity to just kind of do other things behind it as far as coverages and then try to also provide pressure. But it's not a big component anymore because A lot of people just know how to stop the loop defense. Overall, so it is what it is. But get back into the gameplay. Obviously, we couldn't get anything with Mixon. Come on, Mixy Mix. I need you to do something, or you're gonna get off this roster. As you can see, I got Jefferson, one of the fastest wideouts in the game, running 88. Let me see if I can get you on the out, my boy. He couldn't get him on the out, so I went over to the middle. And in 23, I can tell you right now, man, this is where you kind of try to figure out, do you want to go for it or take a field goal? Because the defense is so good in this game, you really have to figure it out. But for me, I'm thinking, if I don't get it, I can pin him back. So I don't really care. But looking at here, we run verticals. Parham gets open. We hot ball it. Parham 6'8". He comes down with it. And we get our little dance on. A little shimmy shake. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy we tied up. It's 7-7. We're in the first quarter, 59 seconds. Like I said, I'm just trying to remember at this point defensively kind of what I want to do. Do I want to do man-to-man? Do I want to go zone? For me, I just like man-to-man, to be honest with you. And this is, number 39. I don't know who that is. You'll see. Remember that number. Remember that player, because he's God. He's God on Madden right now. So if you have that player, whoever he is, you have God on your team. Just remember that. Definitely have God on your side, because he's one of the best players in MUT. I have no idea why, but he is. So we get back into our defensive back here. We running a loop. We're just trying to predict where he wants to go with the ball. We see that he goes to the flat here to McCaffrey. I don't really care about that play right there. I just want to see what you're trying to get into. He hurries up. He's going back to tight. A lot of people try to get in a tight formation to try to get stops here. So immediately, I'm just going for those out routes. Of course. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? There's only so many different routes in tight. Most people try to go to the post. Most people try to go for crossers, or most people try to go for the in routes. So I'm just going to look for those in routes. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. We come away with a pick. I don't have no speed in my position to actually take it back. So we go to the tight wide offset. In this situation, I'm looking for Cooper Kupp or Chase. I believe I do a check down here. Yes, I do. I got to Parham again, go to my nice little tight end. He breaks one tackle. He gets down on the other tackle. That's cool. That's not a problem with me at this point. So then we hurry that up. Obviously, we don't have enough seconds left on the clock. So right now, I got my first stop of the game. So right now, I'm just trying to go up a possession at all costs. I want 7. I don't want 3. Bump 3. 3 ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? Number 1. 2 is not a win. 3, nobody remembers. Y'all remember that. So at this point, man, I'm just looking to try to get this score, a quick score. And he screams off the edge, basically using the loop blitz at this point. He sacks me. I didn't hit my check down. I should have actually hit my check down. I should have thrown the mix in a little bit earlier. But it is what it is. I know it's late. So this combo right here, man, I like to run. You got to trust the route that's going to get open. And then I go to Chase right here. He gets open. We lob that. He burns Ward. And we get immediately gritty. We immediately get gritty. We stepping on everything that he could think about being successful. We stepping on the offense. We stepping on the defense. We definitely stepping on his confidence. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got gritty at that moment. So yeah, we accomplished the goal. We get a turnover and we go up a full possession in this game. And like I said, man, this game is definitely defensive oriented. And that's what we want to do. So here's the thing, man. Y'all remember 39, man. Watch what Superman does. See what God do? God did. You see what God do right here? You see that? DJ Khaled in 39 right there. You see that?
Crazy, bro.
One of the wackest things that EA has in this game. Tackle battles. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tackle battles need to be removed out of the game. Tackle battles need to be removed. Tackle battles are actually horrible. They're trash. There's zero talent related to a tackle battle. I don't determine when I'm in a tackle battle, EA. You determine that via the video game. So, like, the thing is, to me, is we've been programmed to tackle with square if you're on PS5, which I am. So you tackle with square, or you hit X to do a conservative tackle, or you hit stick, right? Those are your tackles. And pretty much you took away the conservative tackle because it's automatically a tackle battle. You know what I'm saying? And like for me, for him to be able to get into an animation and 3 other defenders fall down and you get a free touchdown, immediately I scream out DDA. I'm like, man, DDA still in 20 in Madden. This is sad. I'm over here trying to drop etch-a-sketch plays, trying to make sure people get open, and you get BS. So we get straight back into our offense. We get into our bunch. I do a little check now. We go to basically the same play here. I forget Cooper Kupp is actually slot-o-matic, so I could have actually did a crosser here, but it is what it is. I draw something up. Hopefully he can get open. Cooper gets open. I try to playmaker him here to go up the field because I see what his zone drops are, which is 10 yards. I can't get it. Unfortunately, I threw it away because there's a block shed, intentional ground at this point. So not only do EA reward a BS tackle battle, the intentional grounds are wild in this game as well. Like in 22, intentional grounding wasn't as crazy, but it's like EA really wanted to lock in intentional grounding. Like anything where the receiver is not near that ball, automatic intentional grounding. Y'all need to have the same energy for pass interference as you're gonna see right here. Now this is a bad read because I'm doing double crossers. I'm looking for Jefferson. I do see Kupp gets open late, but the problem is where I freeform that pass is at the edge, and my wide receiver gets hit prior to getting into his animation. So that's a PI. Like he's not even, like, you're not even giving my wide receiver an opportunity to be competitive at that moment. So that could have been an actual pick. Luckily EA gives me a swat down, but that was crazy to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's crazy to me. It happens a lot in this game where your wideouts get bumped, and there's no PI, and it's way farther down the field than five yards. I know there's a patch that's supposed to come. I don't think the patch is gonna come until after the tournament, because it's kind of hard for you to patch something while the tournament's going on, because that's kind of like an unfair advantage at that point. As you can see, I get back into my loop defense here. Diablo comes in screaming. This time we play coverage. We try to see what he's gonna throw. He throws right into one of our zones, and guess what? One of the more BS things that happens in this game as well. My dude goes up defensively, swats the ball down. Guess what happens? The offensive player goes and catches the ball. And you can see me being my frustration right now in this video is that, like, bro, you gave him a fluke score with the, return, and now you bail him out because that should have been a pick. You bail him out with this situation. You made me turn the ball over because you didn't call a PI for the last play for me. So I'm still upset about that situation. So we get back into the defense. We send in loop. We see where he's trying to go. We playing man-to-man with a little bit of zone drops in here. He goes underneath his route. As you can see, he's just basically going to do the same thing. I played kind of zone there with a little blitzing as well, just to kind of switch up the coverage and see what he's going to do. He motions out with this tight. I switch my user, and I send Curse deep. I'm trying to get a tackle with Aaron Rodgers. Clearly, Aaron Rodgers is one of the fastest dudes in the game. Like, it's funny to me that I feel like the DNs are faster in the pocket than when you get outside the pocket. To me, I just feel like they have Godspeed in the pocket, but outside the pocket, they're extremely slow. So once again, he tries to run. Finally, we get a fumble. And guess what? That's one of my biggest gripes in this game, is that your players don't want to fight for the ball when there's a fumble. So you see there, we have a fumble. We have a pick opportunity that goes his way. So he just keeps getting bailed out here. He keeps getting bailed out. We play more defense. We don't get the animation for a jump. Somehow he throws the ball up. Curse is 6'4". Just remember that. Parham is 6'8". Curse is 6'4". It's the reason why I have him as my sub safety. Sub linebacker. He's 6'4". I'm expecting to leave a swat down or opportunity to jump for that ball we get an animation basically for out of reach. So at this point, I'm like, all right, EA is gonna allow him to score, regardless of what I do here. EA is gonna allow him to score. I was thinking he was going to Randy Moss, and he was. I was hoping I could try to break this out, even though Fairley is 87 speed. I don't know how fast Thornton is, but that's another thing on this game. I feel like when there's a turnover in this game, I feel like the offense gets auto speed. Like they automatically run 99 speed regardless. So then we use mixing. We try to get something going. Nothing going there. So hopefully, what I'm trying to do here at this point is just try to get a score as quickly as possible. But it may not happen. It may not happen. But I don't want to be stupid as well, because clearly EA wants him to get the W. EA is working hard for him to get a W. So what I do here is I just try to do a little sweep, something quick and easy. And there's nothing there. So at this point, I'm just like, man, we're just gonna probably run the ball, and just take it to the half and figure out what we can do. So we're just gonna do a fake sweep here and basically run it. And then of course, his inside stuff just knows to play automatically and just auto sheds. And it's just, to me, it's just annoying with the auto sheds. Realistically, it's like the center. It's like there's no reason for us to have offensive linemen in this game. Basically, like it just should be a center and then your wideouts and tight end and a running back at this point, because there's no reason to have linemen in this game because they don't block. Their block detection is horrible. It's the worst, in my opinion, it's ever been. It's the worst it's ever been. Like 22, you didn't have to make that many adjustments for blocking. In this game, you can mic the entire team. Your defense, your O line is still not gonna block nobody. I don't understand the logic, but that's another video. All right, so we get back into our offense here. We get the ball back. We get back into a tight offset. As you can see, we stand strong in this pocket with Hurst. We deliver the pass quickly to Jefferson. And at this point, man, I just want to try to attack the middle of the field. Hopefully he changes his thought process, his thought pattern, and I can take the top off, because that's really what I'm trying to work for. So once again, just looking for a little combo to see what I can do here. I motion Coop over and see if Coop can get something over the top. Coop doesn't. I do my little check down to my tight end. Cool. I'm cool with a little 5 yards. Once again, I'm just not trying to get a turnover. I want to guarantee that I get 7 on this trip. I don't remember if I should actually get 7 on this trip. But once again, that's what I'm looking for. And I don't want to be too problematic and just knowing what I want to do every play. So I say, I'm a double, and we're going to try to run the ball. And Mixon finally gets us some good yardage. And I'm happy for Mixon, because Mixon might be off their roster. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be real. I just got to be honest. So we get to the next play. Once again, staying in the bunch here. Trying to see if I can take this top off. If I can't, I'm going to go underneath to Chase. And we was able to get this top taken off. And guess what immediately we do? We got to get gritty on this young man. This young man has to know that we're from the trenches. And we're getting immediately gritty. Immediately gritty. Immediate gritness. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let him know that, hey man, we from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? We're a real dog. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, we got one possession. And I'm like, you know what, man? What else can EA provide him as far as DDA? Because clearly EA wants this to be a close game. And I'm going to be honest with you, it shouldn't be. it shouldn't be at all. So hopefully at this point, I'm thinking, hey, let's D up. Let's get a turnover. Let's get a stop. We get another score. He quits. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So at this point, we get back to our loop defense. We do a little something different here. Trying something a little different. See if we can get something a little different. And then at this point, he goes deep. And you... Oh my God! Like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. Like, what do you want people to do? This was a bad throw. This should have been a pick. My defensive player knocks the ball down, and the offensive player is just magically in position to catch the ball again. I just want y'all to see like what's going on in this game. Shouts out to Randy Moss for being 6'4", being able to get this pick. I'm not putting Randy Moss at corner. I'm going to put him at safety. Why? Because Parham is 6'8". He's the only person that's going to be able to compete with Parham. So thankfully, EA finally rewards us with another turnover because this dude has been throwing bot throws the entire game. And at this point, we're just trying to make sure we can get another touchdown. So we go, we shorten because he's blitzing. Good pocket there. We step up in the pocket just to make sure we still get the protection that we need in this game to deliver dots. And at this point, I see that he's blitzing. I try to RPO. It's amazing to RPO, but the linebacker just knew immediately I was running that. But it is what it is. Once again, we're trying to take some of this clock down too. We're almost going to go to the fourth quarter. You want to be smart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for something else to try to take this top off as well. And at this point, no good. No good. So I'm contemplating, should I go for it? Should I go for it? I got a turnover. And basically, if I don't get this conversion, that turnover is deleted. It means it never happened. So at this point, I'm trying to see what I can draw up in this Etch-a-Sketch playbook to get some people open and to get some time in the pocket. So this is what I get, all crossers coming across. Everyone's back.
Yo, man, this game is trash, bro.
Everyone's back. I'm blown that everyone's back, but everyone's back in this situation. But, we get back into our loop defense. This means that we just got to play more defense. And more than likely, what EA is going to do is get us to do the score. So I make sure I go down on that route. And that's crazy. That's a book. In my opinion, that should have been a pick. But guess what? EA says, you know what, man? We gave you one. We got to take one back. So I'm making sure I get on that Randy route, that late post that comes out for Randy, because a lot of people like to go over the top of that. They like to high ball past that because Randy's 6'4". He has a nice jump and catch. So in my mind, I'm just trying to make sure that Randy Moss is not going to be open on that late post. So once again, we just play over the middle. In my opinion, that's a book. I'm playing cover 4 there. Once again, man, just speechless. You're watching the game, speechless. Like what? I don't know what else you want me to do there. I don't know what else you want me to do there at that point. So, we get the ball back. Thankfully, we get the ball back, and we just looking to make progress at this point. At this point, I'm hoping for progress as well. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, what we doing? We trying to take that top off. I'm done. I'm not playing no more. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out with the games. I'm not really playing. I don't want to play the games. I immediately want to come out with a vengeance and take this top off and score as quickly as possible because I want to get back on the defense. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I don't think you're going to be able to stop Jefferson because he's one of the fastest players in the game. So once again, we in this beautiful bunch trying to draw up something from the Etch-a-Sketch playbook. I want to go Cooper Kupp there. I'm glad I did not go Cooper Kupp there because Cooper Kupp was stuck like glue. And once again, he sends the little loop blitz. It gets there before I can actually release the ball. I probably should have did my check down to Mixon. And that's the thing. Like, if you notice there's a loop, you just got to go to your check downs at that point. And it makes sense. Once again, he played something. I really missed the tug there. I should have went to Jefferson early on that play, on that streak. But I said, you know what? I'm going to play defense. That's cool. I'm not going to kick a field goal here because my kicker's horrible. It's a 68 overall kicker. So, I punt the ball and I'm going to get a stop because he's trash. I'm going to be honest with you. Not really worried about not scoring there, but in my opinion, he's really trash. He's really Batavius at this point. So once again, we get back up into our playbook, man, to see what we can do to stop or negate him from scoring. And I feel like, once he comes in gun tight, which he's been doing the entire game, I'm finna just send this blitz. I'm finna shift. I'm finna do a different type of blitz. I'm finna come off one edge and see if he can do anything about it. And he doesn't. And that's what I like to see right there. I like to see that we got to that blitz before anything developed. And that's why I actually substituted another safety in the game to make sure that I had somebody else to play. Because a lot of times people just look for the user. They don't necessarily look for what's going on. So I say if it's working once, I'm going to try it again. I do make some adjustments there. Once again, I make some adjustments late just to make sure that you can't get your little flats there. So as you can see, I was definitely making sure Diablo plays the flat so he couldn't just get something off because that's what he likes to run. And then this time we just do the regular blitz. And Aaron Rodgers is once again one of the fastest players. He goes to a slide. And then EA allows him to dive forward off of the slide. That's crazy. As you can see, I clap my hands like I'm Draymond Green. Like, that's a great play, man. Once again, man, EA has held this dude's hand the entire game. And we finally get another pick because he's trash, bro. And at this point, I gotta score. And I'm happy that I'm able to score. Because this dude's been trash the entire game. I just want y'all to remember how many opportunities he has been given to win this game. EA gave him a punt return. He had a fumble recovery. He's thrown several books that have led to scores. I don't know what else. And then Aaron Rodgers runs for almost 20 yards untouched, and then when he is touched, he automatically dives forward to get the first down. That's crazy. Why am I in the hell game for no reason? Like, most of this dude's scores have been off of BS. And there's been 2 tip swats that should have just went to the ground that resulted into catches for him. And then we get an offsides here.
Oh my God.
At this point, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like EA's like, man, like, we gotta make you work. For what reason, I have no idea. But at this point, we're working. We send the loop blitz. It gets picked up. I thought I was gonna get a pick there, but clearly I didn't. He threw it in front of me. I laughed there because I thought I should have got a pick, but he threw it in front of me. And the loop blitz didn't come in because I was actually sending somebody. I put Diablo in a QB spy. I know, I got a spy on Aaron Rodgers, which is crazy in my mind. So this time I'm like, yo, I'm finna blitz. I'm finna blitz, and I have a seam flat, and I put Randy in a deep zone He goes to Parham again. I mean, not Randy, but I think it might be Caleb, because I know I switched him before, but put him in the deep zone regardless. I do the same thing here. Put him in the deep zone. Actually, I don't, because he quick hikes me here. He goes back to the same play, and Aaron Rodgers does his greatness and almost carries out of bounds here. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how fast Aaron Rodgers is in this game. Now, Peppers is a safety, and he's struggling to get Aaron Rodgers. It's crazy to me. Either way, I'm finna send this defense in here. We finally get a knockdown with Parham because, once again, Randy Moss is on him. Because Parham is the most glitchiest player that EA has ever released. Why would you release a 6'8" tight end that has deep out elite available? He quick hikes me here, and I'm able to get a break up, praise God. And we get that. But EA, man, for real. Whoever thought about releasing that 6'8" card that's a tight end that has deep out elite automatically needs to be fired. Point blank, needs to be fired. Why they need to be fired? Because there's no one else on defense that you can pay for or pick up that's 6'8" that plays defense. Everyone's the tallest height is 6'4". But either way, man, I appreciate you guys definitely tuning in to this episode and this video, man. Black Husband Gaming, we out. Ayo, EA. As you know, I'm gonna say ayo. And once again, good game, bro. Good game, bro. EA, man, fix your game, bro. Real talk, like, fix your game. There's a lot of things that are buggy out. Fix your game.